Have you ever wanted to build your own Lego creations without needing thousands of bricks? Well, now you can, and I'm going to show you how in this video. Building Lego sets is great fun, but one of the things that I just love to do is sitting down and just trying to build something randomly. More recently, I've been wanting to get into building my own medieval world and building my own modulars. The problem is I just don't have all of the bricks in order to do it. There is, however, a free piece of software from BrickLink, which is technically Lego since they're owned by the same company, and it's called Studio. Now this software is completely free, as I said. You can download it for both Windows and Mac, and I'll put a link to it in the comments below. Now, I'll be honest, I've not been using it for too long, but a few people have asked me about it, so I thought why not record a beginner's introduction to it and how you can get started with building your own amazing Lego creations. So here we have Studio or Stud.io, and this is basically to show your navigation space. So this is kind of where your canvas is going to be, where you're going to be building your model. And along here we can see we have main, new parts, collection, BDP series. What these basically are is it's what Lego pieces you have available. So if you select main, that's going to be selected as default. That is the Lego pieces that are currently in distribution. So they're the ones that you can get on lego.com through Pick a Brick. You can get them from BrickLink. They're your standard Lego pieces. My collection parts are basically the ones that you have on BrickLink that you have put in your collection, so you can build a model just with the pieces that you currently own. And then the BDP series are bricks, Lego bricks that are available in the Brick Builder program for that specific series, because some only have certain bricks or certain colors. So that allows you, if you're going to be building a model for the next series, for example, then you're going to need to make sure that you're only using bricks that are available. I would just leave it as main, to be completely honest. That's the easiest thing to do, especially when you're beginning out. Next, we have the types of shapes. So we have standard bricks, we have obviously round bricks, modified, slopes. So all of them along here, plate. And then you can see that this window here changes depending on which one's selected. So this is showing all of the plates. Now it will show all of these, so you can literally scroll down here and it will show you every single type. This one basically just takes you to that specific section and tells you exactly how many there are. If you know which piece that you're after, you can just type it in here. So for example, if I wanted a masonry brick, then I can just do that and it will show me the masonry bricks. And then we just press the X to close it. Along here we can see different tools, so the select tool, the move, clone, hide, connect. I personally don't tend to use any of these. And then obviously render, so you can actually render it, and the instructions, because you are able to make instructions, which I'll go through in a moment. Over here we have the color palette, so this allows us to change the color of the actual piece. We have favorite colors, we have content colors, so these are colors that are actually already in the model. We have steps, so you can basically create steps as though you were to create an instruction. So you might have a few pieces down, then you might hit add a step, and that is basically the next step in an instruction booklet. To be honest, I have a really bad habit of not using this at all. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever be turning anything into instructions unless I start actually doing that. And then it's just really generally simple to use. So we'll do, we'll put a base plate down. So we'll go for a, type in base plate, and we're going to go for let's go for a 32 by 32. So just scroll down here till we find 32. Click that, and then we'll pop that down, and then we'll use the scroll mouse to scroll out. So there we have a base plate, and then we're going to change that color. So let's make it a green base plate, like so. And then we can use the right mouse button to rotate around, and then yeah, the scroll button to scroll in. And then what we might do is let's build a path. So let's look for, we want a tile, and then shall we go for a 2x2 tile, which is here. So we'll go for 2x2, hold that, and then we'll place that down, and we're going to change the color of that. So let's make it a gray color So we'll type in grey, or we will spell it the correct way first of all. And then we have a lot of different options of greys, dark bluish grey, dark grey. Let's go for a light grey. And then what we'll do is we'll just do Control C, Control V, and then that just copies it, and we'll do a V again. And we are literally just pasting that along like so. And then you can actually use Control and select a few of these at a time. Control V, and then we only need 3 there. So Control and then V again. And then what we can do is, if we're going to do a path that is 3, then what we'll do is copy this, copy V, and then we can just literally paste all of them down like so. So there we go. We have a nice path really quickly. And what we might do is let's go for this row. We'll select these and we'll add a step, and then we'll put all of these into step 2, just to so we can show later. So that's step 2. Now what we want to do is maybe just add some variation to these tiles. So let's delete that one. Let's delete that one. I'm just using the delete key to do this. And what we want is I can never remember the tile, the piece name, but we want the one with a stud in it. So that'll be a modified tile like so. So let's see if we can find it fairly quickly. We could just use this one. In fact, yeah, let's just use this one for ease. So we'll grab that. We'll pop that in there. We can rotate it as well using the arrow keys. So we're going to rotate it left and right. So there we go. We'll rotate that. And then we'll change the color. So we'll add another color in there. We'll go for a darker gray this time. So let's go for dark gray. Now, if you notice, it's got a exclamation mark here. And what that basically means is that color is not available in this specific piece. So obviously, if you to ever want to produce this Lego set or build this Lego set that you're building, you won't be able to get that tile. So what you need to do is find a color that is available. So let's go for a dark bluish gray. So there we go, that's available. Or we might go for a, because that looks like it stands out a little bit too much, let's go for a light bluish gray. And then pop that in there. And then we might rotate a couple of these just so that they are a little bit different. There we go. So let's do that. And there we have a nice path. And then we might want to put in some bushes. So we could put some leaves of some description in here. Let's rotate that round that way. Let's put it into a green color. So we'll go for a dark green, stick that on there and then rotate it across. We could stick one of these in. There we go. And we'll move that down a little bit into it, so it's a bit more slotted in, and we'll make that a lighter green, like so. So we've got a little bit of a plant work there. Now, if you can't ever put a piece into somewhere, so if it won't actually physically go, then you'll see that, so if we do this, you'll see that that's gone grey, or it's gone transparent. So that basically means we can't leave that there because it's got nothing to click onto. So then we just obviously move it where we can do it. And then again, we might copy this, copy, paste one over here. We'll rotate the whole selection, but we can't do it like, can we do it like that? Yeah, we can do it like that. So that's fine. We'll move it along a bit more. Like so. So we've got a bit of a plantage going on. Then we will go for, let's go for a little bit of a doorway maybe. So we'll go for, I'm kind of just doing this off my own brain right now. I've not actually got any plan. Obviously, if you're to do this, you might have some form of planning in mind as to what you would be building. So yeah, we're kind of just going, we're kind of winging it right now. So we're just going to pop on down some 2x2s. We'll pop down a 1x4 maybe. Copy another one over here. Then we'll do a corner one. So we'll just pop this here like so. Copy that there. move it into place and then rotate it like so. And then again, we might go for, you can go for anything. You can go 1x6s. I tend to use 1x4s a lot just because I have so many of them. So it tends to be easier. So we'll go like that. So that looks good. And then we'll paste it again there and then there. We'll add another. Oh, we've got an extra one going on here, so we'll delete that. D for delete. Well, the delete key should I say, not D. Then we pop that there, rotate, and then it's a case of filling that up. Although we do want a backdoor, I suppose, don't we? So let's leave that for a backdoor. We'll pop that in there for a backdoor. And so we have the start of a building. So what I might do now is we've got all of these in step 2, which again, we don't want. I just want to show you how the steps work. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab this, grab these. We're going to put them into a new step as well. So we're going to move them down into there. Then we'll add a step here, and this can be this first ground floor. Pop that in there. Then we'll do another step, which would be the main wall. So let's go masonry. Let's chuck in some masonry bricks, I think. So we'll get a 4-1. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to slot them on. Sometimes you need to just zoom in a little bit more. We'll just do another 4-1 there. I know that 4-1s aren't as regularly found, but we'll do that anyway. And then we'll just rotate that. And then we'll, no, we've got it the wrong way around. Place that there. But then I want to touch that and rotate it. And then we might just go all the way across with masonry bricks. And to be fair, once you've done the first, yeah, that works fine. Just figuring out where the bricks went then. Once you've done the first level, it's relatively easy because then you can just copy and paste the entire lot. I mean, again, this is kind of just rushing it to some degree. You'd obviously know exactly what you're building. So yeah, let's just copy these. We'll select all these. Copy, paste, and oops, I've even got the ground base bit on there. We don't want that. Try that again without the base plate, shall we? Copy V, there we go. Got it that time. And we're just going to rotate around like so. And then we'll just grab this, paste that there, paste that there, paste, 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 like so. And then again, what we could do is we're going to put these all into, we're going to copy that actually, add a new step, copy them, paste them, and then move them into the new step. So we've got them all into a new step. And it's as simple as that. Oh, we didn't copy that one. Try again. There we go. Now we need to put that one back into that step. And as you can see, again, we've got exclamation marks because it's not available in this color. So what we'll do is change all of the colors. So we don't want the tile. We want these, and we're going to make them, let's make them a nice sand color. Oh, not available in that color. They're not all available in that color. So it's going to be the 1x6s. So actually what we'll do is, these aren't the masonry ones. So what we'll do is we'll make these maybe like a, they're not available in there. Let's go for a light bluish gray. No. So this is where we tend to find problems sometimes when certain bricks are not available in certain colors. So you might need to just change them around. So here we go. So look, what we'll do is we'll make that gray. And then these ones that are not available in that color, we will delete them. Although that's not available in that color either. Right, so what we'll do is we will select all of these again and change the color to, no, that's actually, that's because that's without bottoms. That is not the correct ones. So We'll delete these, delete these, delete these, delete these, delete these. And what we'll do is we'll just fix this up a little bit because we have picked, it's pretty good that I've done this. So this one, see how we've got 3 different bricks, 1x6s, 1x6, 1x6. What that is this is just a normal standard 1x6 brick. This is a 1x6 without the bottom tubes, and this is a 1x6 without the bottom tubes, but it has the cross supports. So we picked the wrong one. So we want a standard one, which is this one. So if we pop that down, rotate it, slot it back into place, now we should be able to set this the color, and we are fine. We're good to go with that color. So what we'll do is just copy and paste that and just fix that up like so. So it's actually probably quite a good job that we did that. That's fine. That's the masonry brick. That's fine. So now we are all good to go with those colors, I believe. Yeah, so what I want to do now is these masonry bricks are, these are all masonry bricks. So we want to copy all of the masonry bricks like so, and we're going to set them a color now. So we're going to grab that. We're going to go for an orange color again, not available in light brown, not available in that color. So we'll just go through until we find a color that they are available in. Now, I'm pretty sure they are available in a brown. You'd have thought so. I can't remember which color it is though. Maybe they're not. No, it's tan, isn't it? There we go. I knew it was. It's tan. So we've actually grabbed one that we don't want in that color. So we want that back in the gray color, which is good. This is because I haven't actually put them correctly in the right steps, but it's fine. We're all good. So we want that one, and we want all of these. So we're going to grab all of these and that one, make them the 10. So there we go. We've got a nice little building going on, and you'd basically just continue building it like that until you've got what you're after. Again, you know, you might have tiles inside, as a lot of the modulars do. You'll have internal walls as well. So we might put, you know, a wall here, there's a door there. There might be a wall, you know, there might be a wall here or whatever. And then what you'd do is once you've all finished, you can then do a render so you can see what it looks like. So we'll hit this render button like so. And that shows us this. We can see the default settings. So the render quality is medium, high, very high. I tend to just leave it as very high, to be completely honest with you. We have the image size here, so you can see what it looks like. We're going to light the building. We're going to look at the different, you know, where the light is basically coming from, so you can change where the light appears. I tend to use all this as default, if I'm completely honest with you. Because I think it just looks good. And then we literally just hit render, we save it. That's just going to render now, and there we have our render. And yeah, it looks pretty decent. It looks like typically what you'd see in an instruction book, so pretty happy with that. And then, like I say, we can also do the instructions. So we click on instruction, we go OK to proceed, and then this is basically then making the instructions. So this is making each of the different steps. We can look at the page design, so it shows exactly what the page looks like. I mean, I've not personally used this at the moment, but you can see how it works. So this, we then have instructions for this, and yeah, then we just export it and we are good. And then yeah, to get out of here, we just click exit, and that takes us back to our model. And there we have it. Now, the video went on for a little bit longer than planned, but I really do hope that you found it useful. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and if you did enjoy the video and you want to see more from me, then please do consider subscribing. Until next time, bye for now.